Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Cross Studios here, and I'm here going to be reviewing my basically shelf setup and how I organize all my Lego sets. I don't really organize specific sets necessarily with this, but I organize a lot of my pieces in separate colors and stuff like that. I organize all my figure parts, and big shout out to my friend Mr. Knife Central. He does a lot of videos, and he does the same technique with a lot of his coin stuff.
Yeah, hey guys, how you guys doing?
Alright, so I'm going to basically show you guys how I do my sorted coloring bin and stuff like that and just go through everything. And if you didn't hear the snoring already, that is my pug. So I'm going to start out basically with my minifigure buckets right here. You can see there's a lot of small name tags and stuff like that on the sides of these. That's one way I'm able to find stuff really quickly, and it helps me get minifigures and stuff together a lot faster. To get weapons and stuff like that, because before I just had to guess on which one was going to have a specific item I needed. So this is a really good way of doing it. So I'll just kind of show you an example of one, kind of like these right here. You can see all the names I put on there. Just focusing on those. You can see what those look like. So such as, I have a couple things like flippers, bicycles. This is kind of like a weird one because it has a lot of odd stuff in it. But you can see how I just basically put everything in here. Not really any specified order. I just want to make sure I have the names on the side so I can get these a lot quicker. And Mr. Knife Central, he uses this technique a lot as well in his coins and stuff like that. He wants to explain a little bit on that.
Yeah, it's just I use a very similar method. You know, all the wheat pennies, you know, they go in like a specific order. You know, 50s and 40s, they go in separate places. And, you know, foreign coins go in a whole new area of the bin.
Alright, so let's move on to our next bins. Alright, so moving on to one of my next things is basically how I sort a large amount of pieces. So basically my gray bucket right here, it has a lot of gray pieces in it, as you can see. But you can see on the inside of here, I don't have a lot of big pieces, like such as plates. Really, some of the bigger pieces are like these. That's because I keep a lot of my very large pieces in a separate bucket. Otherwise, if I had all these in here, I might not have a lot of space for just regular pieces, and it's hard to dig through to get regular parts. So I think that's a really good, useful way of saving, not really necessarily saving a ton of space, but being able to go through your small parts a lot quicker, and also being able to get large plates out at a very quick time. So I think that's a really good way of doing things as well. So moving on to one of the last areas for my sorting buckets is a lot of these small containers. You can find these at a lot of dollar stores and stuff like that, but they're really useful. So you keep a lot of my plant pieces in this one. It's just an example. I don't really have the names on the side because you can see it's see-through, so you can basically see what's inside of it very quickly, unless it's like minifigures. I haven't really put names on the side of these ones yet. So basically I kind of separate theme-wise my minifigures, kind of. Like you can see I keep a lot of odd, non-licensed theme figures in here and stuff like that. Most of them are actually on shelves or taken apart, so there's not a lot in there right now. But I keep a lot of things here, not just minifigures, but I also keep like colors of stuff. I keep different types of wheels. This one right here is for in case I ever do another stop motion. I keep big wall pieces in here, so I can make backgrounds and stuff like that. I have a specific Minecraft one, such as this one right here. You can see I keep all my Minecraft minifigures and stuff like that. So this is another good way of keeping small things kind of in areas that you want to. Also brick separators, small amounts of pieces that you have too, such as like this orange down here. I don't really have a lot of orange pieces. So I just think it's a good way to separate small amounts of pieces into a decent sized area so you can find them pretty quickly. Alright guys, a good way to hold on to stickers or anything you want to keep flat. I put it under a really heavy box, or I put a lot of stuff in it that maybe you can put useless stuff in there that you don't use very often. So basically under the box I put a really flat basically sheet right here, and I put some boxes inside of there. And I use mine to keep my stickers flat right there, and you can see when you want to use them on a set they're really well. It's basically like they came in the new box. So I think that's a really good way of keeping stickers together. That's just something I wanted to tell you guys about, in case you guys are missing out on that. Like my friend Chris Nyquist, Mr. Knife Central, he also does this, except, well, kind of does this, because he collects a lot of cards and stuff like that for sports, such as baseball cards, basketball cards, anything you want to collect with cards related. It actually keeps them flat. He keeps them in a lot of books and stuff like that, so that's another good way of keeping stuff together. Anything you want to add?
No, that's pretty much it.
Alright, so that's basically it for this little technique I want to show you guys. So let's end off the video. Alright guys, so that is basically it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I wanted to show you a lot of the things that I do to keep my Legos sorted and stuff like that. So I just wanted to show you guys a lot of stuff that I can do, such as the stickers, how I keep them under a box to keep them flat, which is a good technique. The way I basically put little labels on the side of my sorting bins for minifigures, which helps me get a lot of things a lot quicker than they normally would. And I also have my bond right here that you guys can see, which is awesome, really. Probably the best thing about this channel. And also another thing, a good technique I showed you guys earlier was the pieces, kind of separating the big ones from the small ones if you have a lot of pieces and you want to just dig through. So that's basically it for this review, or not really review, but kind of overview of my little sets and how I keep everything together. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to comment and subscribe.